The DOT is expanding I-94 to ease congestion near Miller Park, but not everyone is pleased with the design. Some people who live near Hawley Road are upset with the extra traffic they could see in their neighborhoods. That's because the DOT wants to permanently close the westbound off-ramp and the eastbound on-ramp.
It's going to be more traffic on 70th going to the freeway, people trying to get on.
Neighbors say businesses could lose customers as drivers look to avoid the congestion. If the plan gets the go-ahead, construction could start in 2019. Well, a man may have tried to entice a young girl on Milwaukee's south side. Police say a man approached a 10-year-old as she was walking near 17th and Burnham Tuesday afternoon. She described him as a black man about 30, thin build, wearing a black hat with a red W like a Wisconsin W on logo, a green jacket, black pants, and had a diamond earring in his left ear. Anybody with information is asked to call Milwaukee police. And police say too many people are leaving their cars unattended while warming them up in this cold weather. In Milwaukee, 20 cars have disappeared since Tuesday morning. A captain on the south side says they are resorting to fining people who leave their vehicles unattended, and running. That fine is $22.
Very frustrating. It's utilizing a lot of our resources that we could use on other areas to manage other crimes.
And the captain adds criminals are using those vehicles to commit robberies in other parts of the city. Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark says car thefts should not be blamed on the victims. He says, quote, "We expect residents to drive around in a frozen car or sit inside and freeze your blank off while it warms up, or dig into their pockets for several $100s to get a remote start." Clark says car theft is high in Milwaukee because prosecutors and judges don't crack down on car thieves. Time now to get a check of the forecast. John Milan is here. John.
And we're talking about very chilly air overnight tonight, so a wind chill advisory is in effect through the whole evening and nighttime hours, and it'll run until about noon on Thursday. Wind chill advisory means we should see wind chills between 20 below zero and 30 degrees below zero. And as we pull out for you, check it out, wind chill advisories for the same criteria all the way across Wisconsin into northern Illinois and portions of northeast Iowa. Across the lake from us, where they're going to get some pretty good lake effect snow, so winter storm warnings are up for the folks across the lake like Muskegon. Siberia, Russia, that's where our cold air has originated. You can see temperatures well below zero there right now, and as we pull out, we're going to see that Alaska stays warm. That's always bad news for us, and the cold air plummets through the eastern part of Canada down to 24 degrees below zero in Churchill, 11 below in Winnipeg, and as we get closer, you can see the cold air is already settled in. Zero in the evening hours in Milwaukee, all the way down to Racine, and already at 4 below zero out in Beaver Dam. Those winds have picked up, and through the nighttime hours, they will be gusting to over 20 miles per hour across southeastern Wisconsin, and they will let up, though, by about noon tomorrow, and that's good news because as the winds let up, and even though the temperatures are cold, the wind chills become not in that wind chill criteria. So it feels like 22 below zero through the evening hours in Waukesha, 23 below zero West Bend, 17 below Milwaukee. By the morning hours, everybody really feeling the wind chills down to 25 or 30 below zero. But by noon tomorrow and in the afternoon, those wind chills will go back up. Overnight lows 10 below zero in West Bend, 8 below zero in Milwaukee, and the skies are clearing out through the evening hours, so that will allow all that cold air to settle in and the heat to escape out to space. Windy overnight tonight and windy early on Thursday, and then high pressure later in the day gives us lighter winds, and then a weak weather system comes in on Friday, and in the afternoon and evening develops some light snow. We could see an inch or two here late afternoon, Friday evening, and Friday night. So tonight, decreasing clouds, 8 below zero, wind chills to 25 below zero. For tomorrow, it only gets up to 2 degrees with mostly sunny skies, brisk northwest winds in the morning hours. Tomorrow night, another cold one, clear skies and 9 degrees below zero. And right on into Friday, light snow develops throughout the day, mainly in the afternoon. Could see an inch or two by Friday evening. Here's your Storm Team 4 7-day forecast. Saturday, we warmed to 28 with a morning flurry, some afternoon sunshine, bitterly cold again on Sunday as those temperatures go back down to about 16 for a high. Monday, cold once again, 15 degrees. On Tuesday, 21, and we're back into the deep freeze on Wednesday.